Hello, good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to Unit 3. We are going to the second part, which is actually the concluding part of Unit 3. And we are continuing with the process of academic writing. So, here we are going to see the first point is main steps in planning an essay. And we have got three important steps. They are pre-writing, writing and revising. They are the major steps in planning an essay. We are going to see in detail each of these steps. First, we have pre-writing. Pre-writing activities are the preliminary steps before starting to write your essay. So, before starting, as being a pre means before. There are certain things you need to do before actually writing the academic essay. First thing is understanding the question or topic, purpose and audience. So, what are you going to write? That is the topic. Then why you are writing, and also whom you are writing. So, these three questions should be understood very well. Now, we have got pre-writing techniques like brainstorming, cluster or mind mapping. All these can be used in order to collect ideas for your writing. Main steps in planning an essay. If your instructor has given you a question, convert the question into a topic. So, you are given an assignment. So, maybe the person who gave you the assignment has given you a question. So, you are supposed to change that question into a topic or a statement. And if a topic is given, that means if a statement is given, you have to change it into a question. And if only a keyword is given, that means you are given only just one word, you are supposed to frame a sentence or topic and also frame a question out of that particular word. Next, identify the sources and gather relevant materials. So, in order to write, we need a lot of points. In order to get the points, you have to refer certain sources, maybe certain books and other sources. Prepare an outline. Decide the logical ordering of ideas. Cluster ideas for paragraph. So, first you make an outline with the points that you have and try to order them properly, logically. And for each paragraph, you need enough or sufficient points. Then identify the thesis statement. So, the main topic statement should be made. Now, we come to the writing, second part. Frame the thesis statement and list the main points. So, once you have the topic statement, try to gather as many points as possible, main points. Then draft the introductory paragraph. So, out of the three paragraphs mainly, you have to go with the introductory paragraph first. Draft each body paragraph with the supporting points, substantiation and transition. So, coming to the body paragraph, again you have points which are supporting your views, and you are trying to give evidences, opinions or other sources. And then transition, words used for changing the topic or changing the paragraph. Then draft the concluding paragraph. So, after introductory paragraph and body paragraph, you come to the concluding paragraph. Now, once you have the first draft completed, the next step will be revising it. You have to go through the whole drafting, edit and revise your essay. Check for inconsistencies, tone, use of taboo words and expressions, grammar, spelling, punctuation and referencing. So, these are the things you should check for editing or revising. I think I have already explained all these ones. Now we come to brainstorming. what is brainstorming and what is the purpose of brainstorming. So brainstorming is a group activity conducted at the beginning of a project to generate ideas. So if you want to get some ideas, this is the easiest thing to do. You gather a group of people and you ask them to write down the ideas about a particular topic, and you can collect that. So it is very easy. In business and organizational context, brainstorming is used as a method to generate innovative ideas on an area of interest, and sometimes to find leads to address problems, challenges or conflicts. So whenever we are faced with certain problems, we need solutions. So we know that every invention was made because there was a problem. So God gives us problems so that we can find a solution for that. So whenever we are faced with a problem, man has the ability to come up with a solution. So that is very crucial here. Brainstorming can be of great use as a pre-writing technique. Before you start writing, it is essential for you to gather ideas and get into the heart of your subject. So you can make use of this technique to get enough ideas for your writing. Writing a thesis statement. Thesis statement is the backbone of an essay. It holds together the different parts of the essay. It allows the reader to know what the essay is about. So this thesis statement is the backbone. That is the main topic of your writing. And the reader, as soon as they look at that statement, they know what you are writing about. You can derive thesis statement by asking yourself questions about the key aspect of your topic. So in order to get the thesis statement, you can ask yourself certain questions about the most important aspect of that particular topic you are going to write. The ideal length of a thesis statement is 1 or 2 sentences. So your thesis statement should be very short and sweet. Let us say a thesis statement reveals the standpoint of the writer. So what is the stand you are taking on that particular topic is clarified in that statement. Your thesis statement needs to be expressive of the tone of your essay. So from that statement, thesis statement, the reader will come to know what is your stand, what is your opinion, or what is your view on that particular topic. You may start writing the first draft of your paper with a working thesis. It is the rough draft of a thesis statement. So first you start with a working thesis. That means it is only for time being. Later on maybe you can modify that. Now supporting the thesis statement with evidence. So this is very important. That is what you call as substantiation. It's not enough that you have a lot of statements written, but these statements or arguments should be supported with evidence or facts. That is the meaning of substantiation. You can and should use a variety of kinds of support for your thesis. One of the easiest forms of support to use is personal observations and experience. So one way of substantiating is your experience and your observations or views, but they themselves cannot be strong. It can be one of the way of supporting, not the whole thing. Similarity of opinions are details from expert testimony and personal interviews. So there are experts in every field, in every area. So always it is good to quote from these people. get the ideas of these experts. Maybe you can take a personal interview with that person and collect the views. Both of these kinds of sources provide no shortage of opinions. That means you can have a lot of opinions from people outside. Next is statistics. So you get a lot of data. Statistics can provide excellent support for your thesis. Statistics are facts expressed in numbers. So suppose you are studying or writing about population, so you can easily collect data. So statistics are very, very important. For example, say you relay the results of a study that showed that 90% of people who exercise for 20 minutes after every meal lose 2 pounds per week. So such statistics lend strong, credible support to a thesis. So you need to give certain statistics, that is numbers, maybe the percentage of people who experience certain things. So that will give support to your thesis. Next, examples. It can be real or made up. You can easily make your own examples. They are very powerful tools you can use to clarify and support your facts, opinions and statistics. A detail that sounds insignificant or meaningless can become quite significant when clarified with an example. So when you are giving an example, your argument or your statements become very strong. Now we go to the beginning where we saw 3 types of paragraph. We are going to see in detail what each of them should look like. So we have 3 types of paragraph: introductory, body and concluding paragraph, and we are going to see them in detail one by one. First, introductory paragraph. So it is the first paragraph of the essay, and body paragraph is the main paragraph of an essay that we have already seen. Now, what are the functions of introductory paragraph? It invites attention of the reader. So that is the first thing that the reader is going to see. So it has to be very impressive. It gives vital background information of your thesis. It presents the thesis statement and provides outline statements. So all these things are given in your introductory paragraph. Now we come to body paragraph. So body paragraph can be any number. It is not very strictly prescribed that you should have only so many number of body paragraph. It can go according to your convenience and your need. So it gives complete idea with necessary explanations, illustrations, quotations and other forms of substantiation. So this is what I told you earlier, that your views and your arguments should be supported with certain data, that is examples, statistics, quotation from other people, other sources and all that. Next, body paragraph. The purpose is to present one idea. So each paragraph should elaborate one idea, not more than one idea. So the more ideas you have got, the more paragraph you should have. That's it. So 5 to 10 sentences in a paragraph. So you should not go for very big paragraph. Maximum maybe 10 sentences only. And each paragraph elaborates the main idea or topic of that particular paragraph. You should see that each paragraph contains one idea, or that particular idea should not go overflow into another paragraph. It has to be restricted. That means one paragraph should contain one idea. The next, transition words or discourse markers to indicate transition. So changing of your idea should be shown in this discourse markers or transition words. Each sentence in a paragraph has a function, that is topic sentence, substantiation, conclusion or transition. So these are the functions of a different sentences. Now we come to the concluding paragraph. So this is the last paragraph of an essay. You are expected to restate your thesis statement given in the introduction, summarize the points through which you explained your thesis statement in the body paragraph, and finish your essay with a concluding remark. So here in the concluding paragraph, you are supposed to restate your thesis statement. That means you have the thesis statement introduced there in the first paragraph introduction. Same statement has to be repeated here in the concluding paragraph, and you also need to summarize the points that you are given in your paragraph, and you are supposed to give a concluding remark in your concluding paragraph. Now this concluding paragraph opens with a transition word or phrase like to conclude, to sum up, etc. That shows that it is the concluding paragraph. Returns to the main point, restating or rephrasing the thesis statement. You have already seen that. And gives a broad concluding statement to indicate your verdict on the issue, scope for further studies, recommendations of the study. So here you can give your view, your judgment on that particular issue, and whether further studies should be done. All that should be given in your concluding paragraph. So with that, we have come to the end of unit 3. I hope you have a very deep understanding of the process of academic writing by now. Thank you. Have a good day.